It's better off if my face isn't on there anyway. Welcome to Delaware Sports from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware. I am Marshal Manlove, and this is a special interview, a segment of the show. Now I know what's going on here. Here we go. That should do it. All right. Man, getting old is horrible. I forget what I'm doing half the time. All right, we're going to meet a couple state champions from the state of Delaware here shortly. But before we do, a couple things to promote here. This is brought to you by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you would like a funny, fascinating, and memorable experience for a party or an event that you're having, please consider my stage hypnosis show, details about which you can find at marshallmanlove.com. And now, hopefully, when I press this next button, my guests will appear. Hopefully they appear. Hopefully, I don't zap them out into the stratosphere or something. There they are. All right. Yeah. It's good when a plan comes together, man. Oh, yeah. On the left of the screen there, from the Tatnall School in Wilmington, is Ben Pizarro. And to the right there, also from the Tatnall School in Wilmington, Delaware, is Payne. Welcome to the show. They're young champions. Open up your mics. Say hello. Ben, how old are you? What grade are you in? Let's start there.
I am 17 and I'm a senior.
And Katie, how about you?
I'm also 17 and a senior.
So congratulations on your state championships this year. Ben, this is actually your third time on the show here. You were on with a bunch of your teammates as a freshman. And I was just going back through the state championship meet there, and it looks like you came in 23rd that particular day. So, and then I have, correct me if I'm wrong, anywhere along the way, you were third then in 22, fourth last year, and now you're the champion. What made the difference for you over these last couple of years?
I think the main thing is just I was able to stay healthy this year and just stay consistent with everything. And I've grown a lot too, so that adds to it.
So when you say you've grown, I take it you mean physically, correct?
Yeah.
But perhaps also like mentally as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Because cross country is a very, very tough sport, not only physically, but mentally. And so how did you progress, do you think, mentally over these past couple of years?
Well, I think just running every day and pushing yourself and workouts and longer runs helps you mentally be able to push yourself harder in races.
All right. We will come back to you. Katie, this is your second time here on the show. You're with the track team. So I was just going over your performances at the States. As a freshman, you were third. Second place in 22, third place last year, and of course, as we already know, now champion this year. So this kind of same question for you. You've been consistent throughout the years, but what do you think it took for you to finally cross that finish line first this year?
I think the difference for me was really just maturing as a runner. I think I got a lot better at actually racing my competition instead of just racing the clock. And I think that really showed itself last year and especially this year. A lot of my races were really consistent, and I think that helped me just know what I was capable of for the state meet.
Now, your time was blistering this year, 17:37. I was trying to find out, one of the sites I look for this information about times at different courses a little behind, but I know that at least compared to 2022, that time of 17:37 that you ran down there was uh, well over. Well, first of all, it was a minute and a half faster than you ran it in 22, but also at least 30 seconds faster than the champion back in 22. Do you like that course, Killens Pond?
I actually don't.
Really?
It's probably like my least favorite Delaware course.
Really? Why is that?
I don't really like the flatter courses like Killens. There's almost no hills. I think it kind of makes the course a little boring. I like a course with more like challenges.
Really? So that's a testimony to your mental toughness too, because I, I was talking to one of the other champions, said he likes that course because it was flatter. So then, what's your favorite course here in Delaware, Katie?
My favorite Delaware course is definitely Winneter, where we have counties. Yeah, I love that course.
And how'd you do at counties, by the way? Newcastle County Championship is actually tougher because you're going against more schools there. This is it's combined. Doesn't matter Division One, Division Two. How'd you do that day?
That was a good day for me. I won the race, which was a nice plus, but I was like point 0.8 off the course record, which was kind of disappointing.
Oh, and Ben, how did you do at counties?
I did pretty well as well. I also won the race. Um, the time wasn't anything special, but I won.
Well, a lot of times it's not about time. It is just like Katie said. It's like just racing the competition, right? So, time is one thing, but the goal is to win it, right?
Yeah.
And so I know that both of you have committed to colleges. Ben, where are you going?
I'm going to Columbia.
Ah, so you're going to be in the same uh, league as your brother Nick, right?
Yep, I
Who
will
went
be.
who went to Penn, if I remember
Yep.
correctly.
Both of my brothers run on the Penn team.
Oh, no, and just excuse my old age here. What's your other brother's name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Okay, so they're both at Penn. Are you going to get an opportunity to race against them?
Um, maybe in track.
Okay. And what was your uh, final thought process that went into making that decision to go to Columbia?
Well, for me, academics was a huge factor, because like you can get a pretty good like running experience wherever you go. So academics came first, so that was my initial thought, and then I went on a visit there and I really liked it. So I like the city and just the people and the coach.
Okay. And they have a good law school there. Is that something that you're considering? Is that one of the lines of study that made you go there, perhaps?
Probably not. I am undecided, but I don't think I'm gonna go into law.
Well, if you had to make that decision right now, where would it be? What would it be?
Um,
Where are you leaning?
Not completely sure, but something to do with like the science and the math, like the STEM field.
Okay. And Katie, you made your decision known publicly recently as well. Where are you headed?
I'm going to the University of Virginia next year.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. You know, when I've covered these local sports for a long time, and obviously, you know, you report on what happens in the local sports scene, and you you start to root for people along the way, and kind of everyone in general. But I just remember you two from 4 years ago as freshmen, and just to see you grow and then gain and get success. It's very fun to watch, and I'm very happy for both of you for sure. What was your decision What made your final decision Virginia for you?
For me, it was really the place where I just felt the most at home. All the schools that I was looking at were like amazing. The choice was really a tough one for me. But when I was on UVA's campus, I could just really picture myself there, and I could picture myself being best friends with all the girls on the team and really thriving just like in the environment that they have down there. So it made the choice pretty easy in the end.
So will both of you just run like cross country, indoor and outdoor? How does that work for you?
Yeah, we'll run all 3 seasons.
Ugh, ugh, ugh. I can't see running one season, let alone three. Good for you. Good for you. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know if I mentioned this at any time you were on these shows before, but I have great respect for long distance runners and wrestlers in particular, right? Because the it's all about the mental toughness. And as somebody who hires somebody, if I ever find out that somebody that I am interviewing was either a distance runner or a wrestler, that's like extra bonus points because I know that they will do whatever it takes to succeed. Just like I've seen you two over the years do what it took to succeed and get you where you are. So I know, I just know that you both have very bright futures. I'm happy to get to know you and happy to watch you get that success. So both of your teams won state championships as well. And you happen to have one of the most successful high school coaches in the history of this country in Pakistan, who couldn't make it here today. And he was, do you know how many championships he's up to now? Is it 56? Either of you know?
It's 60.
It's 60 now?
Yep.
Where have I been? I looked at one of the videos before. Ben, I think it was your first year. It was 52. He's won 8 since 60. That's amazing, which puts him, I think, 8th all time. Talk about your coach a little bit and how he's helped you over the years. I'll start with you on that one, Ben.
Yeah, so Casanio, he's really a great coach. I think the main thing that like sets him apart from all the other coaches is like he's very individual with every runner, and he knows what's best for each person. So like he won't have the whole team doing the same thing if like that's not what's best for them.
Hmm.
So I think that's what really sets him apart from the other coaches.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Katie?
I think really the special part about Castano is like how close he wants to get with you. Like, um, I've had so many just like talks with him, phone calls. I feel like we have, really like special like athlete coach relationship that I don't think many people get to see. So I think like that makes us really lucky to have him as a coach. He's like just wants to be there for you and be more than a coach, be also so he's also like our friend, which I think is like really influential with having like him build our success.
Yeah, I admire the psychology that he employs, as well as just the coaching mechanics of your sport. So, talk about your teammates also, because you weren't state team champions without them. So, name some of them and what you find special about them along the way too, over the years. There, Ben, I'll start with you on that one.
Yeah, so our team this year is pretty special. We're all very close. To name some of them, we had me, Luke, Jackson, Gavin, Seamus, Dylan, and Nikolai on the day of the state championship. And I think this year was really special as a team. We're all best friends, like even outside of running. We all hang out with each other. We do stuff other than running. So I think that's what really helped us thrive this year as a team.
Katie?
Yeah, I think this is like one of the favorite my favorite teams I've ever been on. Our varsity this year was me, Ruby, Abby, Krissa, Addison, Valencia, and Claire. And our team this year, we have a really young team. This is the biggest cross country team we've had in a while. We have 21 girls, which is really huge for us. And a lot of them were like first time runners, or maybe this was their second year. So they are still like kind of learning to love the sport, which I think made this year really special because like I was a captain this year and I got to really like watch the girls grow and just fall in love with running, and learn the ropes and learn all about cross country.
So you name some of their first names. I'm gonna rattle off some of their last names here because I should. Ruby Schwelm, she was in second place. Abby Downen was third this year. Krista Woods, a freshman, she was fifth. Then you named Addison Schwelm, she's a sophomore, she was 21st. And then Valencia, Asaka, 31st. Claire Minahan, 33rd overall. And then for the guys, Gavin Leffler, junior, was third. Seamus Howard, sophomore, was 10th. Dylan McCarthy, a junior, was 12th. Luke Kane, a senior, he was 17th. And then we go down to Nikolai Latina. I think you say Latina or Latina, was 50th for the Hornets there. So what now? Indoor track season starts, but how much of a break do you get, really?
So I'm currently on my break. I'm probably gonna take like a week or 10 days off before I start thinking about winter track. I might run a few times during that break, but I'm really gonna try to mentally take a break from the sport.
How did you celebrate after you won this year, Ben?
Um, well, we had like a team dinner that night, so I guess you could say I just celebrated with my family and my teammates.
What's your go-to celebration food?
I don't really have a go-to. I just kind of have whatever's there, honestly.
Oh, man, it would be ice cream for me, for sure. Maybe some cake too. Ice cream cake. That's what it would be for me. But then I wouldn't be able to run because I'd be too fat. So I get it. You make better choices than I would there. Katie, how about you? What did you do to celebrate your championship victory?
Um, I mean, yeah, the team dinner was really nice, kind of just to get to like recap the whole season with everyone. And my family and I also went out to dinner the next day as a little celebration, so that was nice.
Did you have cake?
No, but I did have ice cream.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. What kind?
I think it was probably chocolate. That's my favorite stuff.
All right. So, tell me, this is what I want to do with you too. Do the guys and the girls like get together now? So you go to practice together, I guess, right? You're out on the course running at the same time, do you?
Yeah,
Yes.
we practiced together.
Yeah. Okay. So, tell me about each other, Ben. Tell me what you know about Katie, and she's the captain of the team. What do you think she brings to the Hornets as a leader there, and just as a person in general?
Yeah, so I know Katie really well. We've been going to school together, I think, since we were three, so
Oh wow, really?
I spent a lot of time. And I've also been her teammate for 4 years of high school and I think a year in middle school. So yeah, I know her as a person and as a teammate. So I think as a Hornet, she's very supportive of both the boys and the girls team, and she really just helps that environment of connecting both teams.
What kind of person is she?
Um, she's a nice person, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't know.
I agree. She's a nice person. You can tell. So, Katie, same question for you, but it's about Ben, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, Ben is really, really nice. He's a great captain. He's always like making sure that everyone has what they has what they need. He's very humble. He's really very kind to both the boys and the girls team, which is great. Yeah, we've been teammates for a long time, so I feel like I know Ben really well, which is great because it's so nice to like see him have success. Because I know how hard he's been working for it, and I know he's overcome a lot to get where he is today. Yeah, I think Ben really brings the boys team together. He's always, making them smile, and we have like team shout outs like sometimes at practice, and he's always like remembering something special one of the guys or girls did, and just like uplifting the team.
All right. Well done. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I have family coming into town, so that'll be really nice.
Okay. You have a lot of family. How many people are going to be around the table?
I think five plus the my three, so probably like eight, I think.
Okay. Yeah. That's it's going to be a nice day for you, I'm sure. How about you, Ben? Your brother's coming down? Or are you going there? Or what's up with you?
Yeah, my brothers just got back from college like an hour ago,
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
we'll be eating with them, and then we'll be eating with a few friends,
Any,
like family friends.
oh, yeah, some friends coming over too?
Well, I think we're going to their house, but
Okay.
I think there'll be like eight of us, 10 maybe.
All right. So just another Thanksgiving question, just to change it up here a little bit. So what's the Thanksgiving meal going to look like for you, Katie? What's on the table there? Is it uh, like is it just kind of standard turkey? If it's that, what other kind of side dishes does your family like to put out?
Yeah, it's definitely a very traditional Thanksgiving. We got like the turkey, stuffing, potatoes, like green beans, and definitely like a lot of pie. I'm gonna help my
Nice.
mom bake a pumpkin pie, so
Nice.
that'll be fun. And we also have like apple pie, so that's yummy.
How about you, Ben?
Yeah, it's pretty similar, very traditional. We have turkey, stuffing, potatoes, green beans. Um, we bake bread every year. My family, we bake like the same recipe of bread every year. So yeah, pretty traditional.
Now, do you like? Will you hang out and watch football? Do you go out to the movies afterwards? What kind of after dinner tradition do you have in your families?
Um, we don't really have a tradition. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. We'll be at our friend's house, so maybe do something with them.
Okay. How about you, Katie?
We're definitely a football family. I know like a lot of people will be watching the TV. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, fill in any blanks for me. Anything that I might have missed as a question that you would find or think that's important for me and those who are watching to know? Want to say hello to anybody in particular? You want to shout out to anybody? Feel free. Katie, start with you.
Um, I'll shout out like our assistant coaches. We have a lot of great assistant coaches who are helping us every day, like running the workouts with us, just like keeping like all the little things together. So we definitely couldn't have had like the success we did this year without them. So shout out to them for supporting us and making the season so fun.
So name some of them.
We have Aaron Jascott, Steve Garrett, Sasha Latina, Jed Diagardi, and Mark Ginn are our assistants.
Well done. Well done. How about you, Ben? Same thing?
Yeah, as Katie said, the assistant coaches are a lot of help. Um, and what's unique about them is they actually run with us. So I pretty much ran with Steve every day of the season. So he was a lot of help in like just like runs, workouts, even helping me prepare for races. He really just does everything.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you two on your state championships. And since you're going to compete in the winter and spring seasons, good luck to you there. And maybe we will speak again before you head off to college and compete at that level. And I want to wish you all the best. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you. Ben, say hello to your brothers and your mom for me too. And I don't know your dad. I've conversed with your mom. And so wave goodbye to our growing fan base here at Delaware Sports and American Sports Reports. And then I'm going to hit end meeting for all here. And have a great night. Thanks for making time to come chat with me. Take great care. All right. What good kids, man. Ben Pizarro, Katie Payne, Division II state champions for the Tatnall Hornets in Delaware cross country. It is very cool to watch kids come up through the ranks, get older, mature, get better and better, and then win like that. Very, very cool to watch, for sure. And it's fun. And what else can I say? That's it. It's fun to watch. That's all. All right. If you would like to recommend somebody to come here and have a conversation with me on Delaware Sports and American Sports Reports, just reach out to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. The trombones take us in. They also take us out. And now I'm going to hit the trombone button and then go eat dinner. Thanks for watching. If you did, you must have, if you heard me say that.